All
I
right.
mentioned that.
All right. Hi, Shelby. Thanks for meeting up with me today. Could you take a minute and introduce yourself? Tell a little bit about you, your company, and the services you provide.
Okay, thank you, Kelly. It's so great to see you. Yes, I'm Shelby DiBiase with Remax Professionals. I've been in the business 23 years. I have a full team. We've got 5 buyers agents, a listing coordinator, a marketing coordinator, and a closing coordinator.
Good.
So,
So
yeah.
you have a lot going on. I think that's been really fun to get to know you and the people on your team. And I love to see how professional you run your business. So thanks for working with us. I'd love to hear a little bit more about how you got involved with Driven.
Yes. So I did get involved through Driven. I met John Baum a couple of years ago. I started coaching with him. He is amazing, and really worked with my, business, not only professionally, but some personal goals that I had for myself. So we kind of been working through that. And he had mentioned a few times about your guys' program. At the time, we had a lot of other things going on, and I just don't think I really maybe heard him. Sometimes you don't hear someone when they say at one time, I recommend, this might be something to implement your business.
Okay.
But I probably didn't hear him. And then when he mentioned it again, it was probably an entire year later.
Okay.
I was like, dang it, you should have pushed me more on this because I really dove into it once we got started. And it's,
Okay.
it's just an amazing system. So
Okay.
John was the one.
Good. Good. So I guess what was going on in your business at the time that caused you to say, I'm glad, thank you, John, for pushing me over the edge. What made you, I guess, what was going on in your business? What was lacking? What needed to be added that pushed you into connecting with Driven with the marketing side?
I mean, I guess really finding the database that works for you is so crucial. And as real estate agents, we're always being bombarded with the
Yep.
next best thing. And I try not to be that agent that jumps on every bandwagon that passes you by, because I think, it's not about the system not working. It's about not being consistent with the system,
Right.
is my general rule of thumb.
Okay.
But going back a little bit, I had decided to make a shift in my business at least 3 years ago about focusing more on past clients, about my database. I've been doing a lot of business with Zillow. It worked great for me for a long time and still was at the time that we made that shift. But it just scared me how much business was in one place of my pillars, different pillars of my business. And I had been burned before when I was doing REOs, that I shifted too much my attention onto REOs
Okay.
and I let my past clients go. I mean, shame on me.
Can you
That
explain a
I've
little
been
bit more of what our REO is?
So REO was a real estate owned property, and I was
Okay.
lucky enough to be in that market years ago when the market crashed. And I threw all my attention into that because there wasn't any traditional business. But what happens is I shifted so much of my focus to one thing. And when that dried up, which that's what happens, is that things dry up, what worked in 2005 isn't working in 2020. So it's like, you've got to make sure that you're diversified and you have definitely different ways of building business. Well, my past client business is that they already love you. And I'm spending all my focus on spending money on these leads, trying to get this person's attention. And they don't love me yet. I'm trying to throw money on it to get them to love me, I'm thinking, why am I doing this,
Right.
So with John's encouragement to, maybe look at his system, because it has so many wonderful features that none of the other CRMs had offered. I was like, well, I really need to. I've been great at doing some client events. I've been great at diving back into my database. I've been great at sending them a newsletter once a month. And that was my focus. But what else could we do at a better scale, a faster, more, the word I'm trying to use, innovative, you got to be innovative. You can't, what worked before doesn't work to get, the same.
Right. So tell us about maybe the first couple of weeks working with Driven. What was something that happened right away to get you reconnected or re-engaged with your past clients?
Well, I'll tell you a short story. Can I tell you a little short story?
Yeah, I'd love to hear a short story.
The timing was actually perfect with us getting involved with Driven. Mm-hmm. I had a small little accident. I had shared that with you before, and it forced me to work from home for almost 3 weeks. And so I'm not a home person. And so with all the downtime that I had, I was forced to really learn the Driven system because I wasn't able to move around so much. And so I was just playing around with it, and I really dove into it, learned everything there was to learn about it. It's actually such a simple system. That's what I love about it.
Yeah.
It's very simple, very user-friendly, and very effective. So we started right away, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say this yet.
Yeah.
But, honestly, it was the welcome text that went out. We got that set up, like I said, when I was working from home. And the welcome text that was sent out, there was a great picture of me and my kids.
Yes.
It was very friendly. The way of introducing the phone number on the text messaging feature on your great system. And I mean, the response was just crazy. People I hadn't heard from. And, again, 23 years in the business, I've definitely lost track of a few people, and I should have even more in my database. But it's been years since I've talked to some of these people. Right. And they're like, oh my gosh, your girls are getting so big. That was the response that I was getting. And it was just so exciting for me because I want to talk to my people.
Yeah.
That I call them my people. They're like family to me. Right. But then after the transaction's over, you get busy because you have other families to take care of.
Right.
And they're just not in your life every day. And that's the hard thing is as you get busy, you've got more and more clients that it's hard to pick up the phone always and call everybody, which is what I should be doing and I can't do.
Right.
And so like I said, I just dove in there. I learned the system. The response was phenomenal. I can't tell you. And every time we do one, send out the new message, more and more people that didn't respond to the first one.
Yep.
Didn't say anything the first message, didn't say anything the second message. By the seventh message, they're like, oh, I will take a coffee. I'll take one. Here's my email address, And so it's just great. I'm able to reconnect with everybody, and it's fun for me because I love my client.
Yeah. Good. So tell me a little bit about that. You have a marketing concierge, Kamaria, who works with you, and she helps come up with ideas and presents them to you. A lot of times they're ready to go, but then your team is really creative and has a lot of good feedback and input. So you can come in and tweak the message to be exactly what you want it to be to your clients, right?
You absolutely can. And it's so funny because right now before this meeting, I got a message from Kamaria.
Okay.
How can we help?
Okay.
She gave me some great ideas of some things that we can do for our past clients. And one of them was the Mother's Day text. And I was like, dang it. Yes, let's do that. Let's do that. Sign me up, please.
Yes.
And Mother's Day text.
One of our core values is to present an idea to our clients that requires a simple answer from you, Shelby. It's either yes, go ahead and send it, or no, don't send it, or I like that, but let's tweak it a little bit. Can you give me some more options? So that really is one of our core values is we want to make it like super simple for you because we know you're busy. We know you're doing a great job with your clients and offering great service to them.
But I need the ideas, because it's like I get busy. You get busy, so busy doing the work. And that's what happens in prospecting, right?
Yeah.
You get busy doing work with the clients that you're not reaching out to people that are potentially on the back burner that are ready to get started. And that's what I love about your system.
Yeah.
Is that no matter how busy I am, Kamaria is there to help me. And that's what I really love about I'll tell you, what I really love about your CRM is that there is a concierge.
Yes.
Okay. Because with every system, you get going with it, you learn one part of it, but there's other parts of it that you haven't explored. I need that little tap on the shoulder. Hey, here's what we can be doing. And that's what we need from the concierge.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, and we have, when we get to a certain number of clients that each concierge is managing, we hire another concierge because we never want them to get too busy for our clients. I want them always to be available to give you the best service they can. So what other things have we done for you? Any events or any other things that we've done for you or helped you make happen?
So, that's what I was telling you is that we had been doing events for almost 3 years. We did our first, I've probably been doing the pie event for probably close to 4 years.
Okay.
But regular events, probably 3 years. So we did our own pie event before we started with you guys, and it was the email, the snail mail. I tell my agents to call their people, and sometimes they can't call the people. The snail mail, and it doesn't always get to everybody. So my first pie event, I have over 1,000 clients. We probably had like 30 people.
Okay.
And maybe 20 showed up. So that was before you guys. So then the next year was like 40 people came instead of 20, and the next year it was like 45 came, because they were starting to expect it. But we're only being able to reach out through email, and email is the worst way.
Right.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
I go through, when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, delete, 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 delete. Oh, that looks like a real message. Delete, delete, delete.
Right.
Here's my work.
Yeah.
So it's not a good way to get a message out to people. Right. And so the first year, this past year, you guys, the first event we did was the pie event.
Okay.
We had over 100 people respond.
Oh, wow. So double of what you had the year before.
Absolutely. Okay. Double that we did the year before. And we were able to remind them of our office location quickly, efficiently. Yeah. Everyone's on their phone with text messaging. It has been amazing. So we did the pie event. We doubled our people at the pie event. We did a movie event.
Okay.
I did a Happy New Year's text to everybody, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, your family's gorgeous. Look at them. Yeah. How beautiful. People I haven't talked to forever.
Yeah.
We did a Valentine's giveaway.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We gave away a dinner, a special dinner for you and your loved one. Okay. And then they had to go to our Facebook page. So it's allowed us to even push people into our private Facebook group.
Yeah.
Through this messaging people, lots of people signed up for that. And now, while this whole,
it's fine.
There's lots of different things that we're planning an ice skating event next time. Okay. We gave away coffee just to brighten up people's day. Want to send a cup of coffee coupon out, and it was people, like I said, people who haven't responded to anything else were like, "I'll have the coffee, please."
Yeah.
How are you? And they said Shelby too. Shelby, I'll take the coffee. So when they say your name, you're like, they really like you.
Okay. So how much did that event cost you? The free coffee event. What did that cost you? Do you think?
So I'll be honest. We sent out probably 1,000 coffee invitations to give out a $10 coupon.
Okay.
And we probably spent $1,000 on the event, which may or may not be more than what people want to spend. But here's the thing. Number one, I used to spend $13,000 a month in Zillow leads.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So if I don't have $1,000 for my past clients who already love me, there's something wrong with me.
Right. Yeah.
But we're not spending the money on the Zillow leads anymore.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm funneling my marketing dollars into my past clients.
Yeah.
And I'm letting them know how great they are, because they are great.
Yeah.
I love working with them.
Right.
And I want them to refer me their friends and family, which not enough of that was happening in my business. And I will tell you that last year was the first year that I can honestly say that 70% of my business came from past clients. And 5 years ago, it was like 10%.
Oh my God.
So I'm making that shift over. It's phenomenal. And I will tell you, year to date this year, I don't think I've even sold a house other than off of my past clients.
Oh my
It's 100% past clients so far this year.
That's wild. That gives me the chills. That makes me so excited.
I'm not kidding. I might have a couple. I mean, we're at like 90%.
Okay.
But I'm just like, you know what? So all my paid advertisement that I do for my Boomtown, whatever kind of Zillow leads that we have, it's all for my team, to grow my team. And then I'm showing them and teaching them that not only we sell a house, but we gather them and we keep them, they're like our kids now.
Yeah.
And we take care of our kids for the rest of our life.
Yep.
Like we really do. Yep. And that's how you have business for life.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. That's so great. So you would say it has impacted your business and you personally, working with Driven?
In a huge way. I mean, every time I get on the phone with John again, I'm just like, can I just tell you one more time that how grateful I am for you? On my last coaching call, I literally had just sent out one of the coffee text messages. And I'm like, John, hold on. I have to say, these people, wait a minute. I'm like, can you hold on a minute? Because I was so excited to hear from people.
Oh, good.
I'm excited. I'm like weird like that.
Yeah.
I love my job, though.
Yeah.
Hopefully everyone that's doing this loves their job.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. Well, and I think that's what's great about Driven is we initiate that conversation, and all we ask of our clients is please respond and be likable and friendly. And you're a perfect person for that. You love your clients. You're good with your clients. So we'll push out the initial communication, and we just ask that you simply respond.
Absolutely.
Makes it easy.
Simply respond. So
what would you say to someone who's considering using our Driven services?
I would say, first of all, you're crazy if you don't try it out, because I guarantee you it's better than whatever you're using.
Yeah.
I mean, I've tried a lot of different CRMs, Top Producer, Contactually, I've tried these other CRMs. I even had Shebang, on there. And there was no concierge, number one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. And some of them are very overly complicated, in my opinion. And so you never dive in and really understand how to do it. So you just don't do anything in it. It just collects names and addresses and phone numbers. And if you need to find someone, you can go in the system and find it. And that's kind of all I've ever used it for.
Right.
But I'm becoming so engaged with them now, with your system, that I just honestly, I can't thank you enough.
Oh, thank you.
We haven't even been using it, it's been, less than a year, and the impact is huge already.
Great. I love hearing that. Thank you so much, Shelby. Thank you for your time today. I appreciate it. If there's anything we can do for you, let us know. And thank you also for sending us referrals. You've sent us a few people, and that's the biggest compliment we could ever get. So thank you.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, it's a phenomenal system. And I mean, that is the number one thing that I'm doing in my business this year, is using that system to connect with our past clients. And it's doing very well for us.
Great. Thank you, Shelby.
Thank you, Kelly. Bye.
Bye.